Welcome to BUCS Super Rugby. 10 years of the best leagues in the land. That's right, a decade of the stars of tomorrow, a decade of nerve-shredding finales, a decade of the biggest venues and the grandest occasions as we celebrate the pinnacle of the game. It's been a roller coaster ride to this point, and I say bring on 10 years more as we make Wednesday the best day of the week. A decade of BUCS Super Rugby.
It's Wednesday, it's the best day of the week, it's the best league in the land. Wherever you're watching, whatever you're watching on, welcome to BUCS Super Rugby, welcome to Kingsholm. It is Hartpury versus Cardiff Met. It's an incredible rivalry that's built up here at the home of Gloucester Rugby. So let's take a look at what happened last time these two giants met. Yes, welcome everybody to Kingsholm. It's part two of our BUCS Super Rugby doubleheader. Hartpury, the host, Cardiff Met have made the journey over the bridge and battle will commence shortly. Who better for company this evening than the last coach to get his hands on this trophy, Dan Murphy, although your name's not on it yet.
Not yet, unfortunately. I'm sure they'll the check's in the post, probably. That's what they're waiting for.
Yes, I'm sure it will be engraved, but you won it and that's the main thing. Also, I'm sure you'll have noticed this. We've come out, we've said hello, and you just can't help but look at the line-out drills, can you?
Yeah, I know, it's class. Brings back great memories watching the warm-up, and it's great to see so many lads from last year playing in the game, and so many lads that have come to Hartpury through the pathway and now get to play in this event.
Well, let's talk about, the memories then, because it must be a phenomenal one for you. You're now the top dog at Gloucester Hartpury in Premiership Women's Rugby, but you've left quite the legacy here. How is it to sort of be back and to look at what's about to unfold?
Yeah, it's great to see, and like I said, last year wasn't just a one-off. It took 3-4 years to build that and build a process and build those players. Like, you've got Casey Williams still out there, Calm Richards-Farr were part of those original players that 3 years ago we started that Fresh Ones team, and they were the heart of it, and it's class to see them there now.
With that in mind then, what about this group then? Because there are some familiar faces, a new head coach, a great man for the role, but it's not been the perfect start, has it? But I suppose, is there precedent for that with how you started and how you ended?
Yeah, like I know we were talking about it earlier with Tom Legg upstairs, and when it starts again, you've got to bring groups. You've got players that are 22, 23, and you've got some 18-year-olds out there that are new to the university game. And like you said at the beginning, this is the best league in the land. The game here, the high tempo, the physicality that comes with it takes the time to learn and to bond and to gel as a group, and that's what they've got to do.
And when they win this trophy, if they're lucky enough to win this trophy, that's not where it ends, is it? How many of your lads from last year have ended up signing and going into professional rugby?
I think we had 8 last year sign into Premiership or Championship clubs last year.
Phenomenal. And of course over the bridge as well in the URC too. It's quite the legacy to leave.
Yeah, and that's why it is the greatest league in the land. Guys that don't get picked up at 18 to Premiership clubs get the opportunity to, well, I've said this many times, bulletproof themselves at get a degree. I played, and I took a lot longer than 3 years to do my degree, but I got there in the end. But you give rugby a go, and a lot of people do succeed in places like Hartpury.
Hey, look, there are plenty of players up and down the league who take a little longer than 3 years to get the degree, but that is absolutely fine because it means we get to see them enjoy it on a Wednesday. Look, this man has stepped aside. He's handed over the reins to Stimo, and we caught up with him. In fact, it was Joe Burns that caught up with him ahead of kickoff, and this is what he had to say.
All right, Tim, Battle of the Bridge, Hartpury versus Cardiff Met. You've had some ding-dongs in over the years, namely the semi-final last year as well that went to extra time. What does this rivalry feel like to Hartpury?
I think it's just the closest sort of competitors to us, really. You know, very nuggety, very physical, great programme. And yeah, it's just sort of a team that are always there or thereabouts with us, and you know, it's just exciting. Sort of bit of a ding-dong, the closest rivals, as you said, just over the bridge, so looking forward to it.
Look, as you're the champions, there's no shying away. It's been a tough start to the season, both in the fixtures that you've been dished up in terms of the opposition, but also the results. So give us your summary of how things have gone in these early rounds.
Look, I think we knew it was going to be a really challenging year for us. A lot of fresh new faces into programme, and the work that Murph had done and that cycle got what they deserved, but it's a new chapter of this legacy now, and we're building nicely. All we need to do is get better every week, better every session, and that's what we're striving towards, and the boys are really buying into that. I think obviously the occasion tonight, being at Kingsholm under the lights, really adds to that, and I think we'll see a really positive display from the boys tonight.
The occasion is unbelievable. We love coming here. We love seeing student rugby in the spotlight. And just coming back to those freshers, I mean, you got 5 in the pack that are starting tonight. That's pretty unheard of when it comes to Super Rugby. How much have they got to learn on the job? How quickly are they learning on the job? Because there's tough, merciless lessons out there in BUCS Super Rugby.
It's exactly that. There are lessons to be learned. They're exceptional talents, which is why they're being given the opportunity. And I'm really excited with sort of the support from the coaching group that we've got here to see how these boys are going to push on, and to be challenging at 18 into this BSR programme against some really top opposition. The lessons they'll learn week in, week out are invaluable, and it's obviously going to strengthen the programme in years to come and beyond this sort of campaign.
But we can't wait to see you in action tonight. Go well.
Awesome. Thanks, Joe.
Great to hear from the new top dog in charge of Hartpury. What about this as an occasion then? It's the 4th time we've been here for this. You've had some cracking games. You were in charge for the other 3. This is kind of burnt into the landscape of the BUCS Super Rugby calendar now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a brilliant event the last 4 years or 3 years. I can remember the first one we did. It was a 2-point game, I think. We lost Cardiff Met 1. The second year, it was pouring down with rain. There was a draw, and then last year we finally got a maiden win at Kingsholm when we were doing the Battle of the Bridge.
It is dry at the moment. Fingers crossed it stays that way because we'll have a great game. And of course, it would be remiss of me to have you here and not talk about one of the great BUCS Super Rugby games, the semi-final last year where you booked your place at Rodney Parade.
Yeah, that was. I remember running down after the final whistle, going, "So what happens now?" I ran to the referee. And was like, "Oh, we're playing extra time." The referee was nice and calm. And as I got back to the huddle, I remember Oscar Wilson was holding the team talk. He's like, "Boys, we've got to do this, X, Y, Z, and we will go win this game." And we all stood back as coaches, 4-0, Tim and myself, and we were like, "We've got this."
Yeah.
And the boys went out and finished the job.
And the rest is history. Look, one of the players that was a real thorn in your side that night was BUCS Meyer. He's involved again tonight. What sort of advantage does he give Cardiff Met, and how difficult is he to deal with?
Yeah, he's a big physical specimen at 10. He can kick a ball, and he takes it to the line and moves that ball and really tests defence at the line. So they've got to deal with him tonight, especially with an all-court game.
Look, you've been involved in rugby a long time, professional rugby, school rugby, university rugby. If I'd have told you 10 years ago that Cardiff Met would have a Dutch half-back combination, you'd think I was crazy, but him and Maxime have been outstanding.
It's not an anomaly nowadays. I've met Vickers and his parents 4 years ago in a tournament in Amsterdam and tried to get him to Hartpury. So yeah, it's great that this league attracts multi-nations now. It's not just English. It's an English and Welsh British university league, but it's great that people are seeing this as an opportunity to grow in rugby.
Look, you've got to take that up with Lynn Jones. I'd love to hear that conversation. Right, Murph is heading up to join Burnsy for the play-by-play. If you're watching on the live stream, of course you are, there's a comment section. Ask him some questions because he's a fountain of knowledge and he's got some great stories. But before we head up to the commentary team led by Joe Burns, let's hear from Cardiff Met and their thoughts ahead of this.
Battle of the Bridge. Here we are again at Kingsholm. I tell you what, we've had some classics in the past. What is it that makes Cardiff Met bring such an A game to this fixture, and is it that sort of that developing rivalry with the Hartpury, or one that's burnt for a long time across the bridge?
Yeah, I think it's been a long time brewing. You think back many moons ago, Cardiff Met were synonymous with success, and we're hoping to bring those days back a bit more, and Hartpury have kind of overtaken the last decades. So yeah, it's definitely a battle that we're looking forward to reigniting again tonight, and having a good rip at it.
It's about to get an interview away without getting killed by a flying rugby ball, I'll be honest. Hey, look, semi-final last year, heartbreak for Cardiff Met, into extra time. Has there been any talk of that this year coming into this fixture?
Look, past is a past, and as devastating as it was at the time, it's a new group, a new season. Some of the boys have carried that heartache, and hopefully it'll spur them on for a big performance this evening. But we're hoping to go two better this year and maybe come away with some silverware.
On that quest, we've looked at the results, we've seen the tries, some of the performances. What sort of Cardiff Met side have we got this season? Because it's been a mixed bag, hasn't it?
I think a mixed bag is probably the right term at the moment. Yeah, we're still finding our feet as a group. Like I said, there's been a lot of changes, a lot of new, fresh faces coming in and getting to grips with the level and the standard. And we're confident as a group that we can develop and get better. And generally, week on week, we've seen that training is going great guns at the moment. So hopefully, we can put another good performance in tonight and come away with what we deserve.
We hope so too. Go well.
Cheers, mate.
You are not going to believe this. So Dan Murphy, who played here in the front row as a professional for Gloucester Rugby, the head coach of Gloucester Hartpury, has just asked me for directions on how to get to the commentary position. He is heading up to be a great second voice for Hartpury versus Cardiff Met. It was all smiles before kick-off, but we'll have smiles on dials come full time. Enjoy this one with us. It's time to hand over to your commentary team of Dan Murphy when he eventually gets there, and Joe Burns.
Thank you, D-Rog, and welcome everybody to Kingsholm. This is a pitch that's seen a fair bit of rugby over the last number of days. The 7-4-5 that brought together the great causes of Rob Burrow, Ed Slater and Doddy Weir in a bid to fight MND. Some legends of the league and union codes out in force on Sunday evening. And already today we've seen two games. Hartpury's women's ace got off to a flyer in victory against Oakland earlier today. That was backed up by their women exacting a bit of semi-final revenge on the Archers to the tune of 68 points to 17, setting out their stall for the season and remaining undefeated with maximum match points. Elsewhere, the men's ace have been victorious as well. So 3 from 3 to 4 from 4 lie in the future for Tim Stevenson and his men. These are some of the results from last week. Cardiff Met getting that victory against Nottingham. Such a tricky team to play against. They've had some big results this season, namely Durham away, who themselves bounced back after a humbling defeat away at Exeter. And speaking of the Green Machine, they were in imperious form in the first half, down at the Four Red Stadium. 33-0 up they were against Hartpury before they found themselves and a bit of spirit to make it a game in the second half. That's what they're going to be drawing upon in this match this week. Cardiff, Leeds Beckett, a big win for Cardiff against a Leeds Beckett side who are dead set on scalps this season And Loughborough, the league champions from last year, with a big win over Bath. So that's how it looks at the moment. Exeter top of the log, which has so often been the case in seasons gone by. Last year it was an annus horribilis, finishing outside the top two for the very first time. It's thick, it's congested, it's competitive all through the table. One bonus point win can propel you. One heavy loss can see you stand on a snake and plummet down the table. Right, that's our full list of fixtures today. Nottingham with the early kick-off against Beckett, so too Exeter and Cardiff. We're all set here at Kingsholm, and Bath, Durham and Swansea Loughborough complete the full ticket of matches. Right, let's meet the men that Tim Stevenson selected, charged with the task of defeating the Archers. Jumping out already is the number of freshers in there, 7 of them all told, 5 in the pack, 2 in the front row, George Alexander and Harry Wright. Bookending captain Casey Williams, BUCS Super Rugby winning captain Casey Williams, our lad. Cam Murray has been impressing wearing 6, and Spencer Huntley is one of 2 from the USA. He's at halfback. Corbin Smith is the other, dazzling feat in 15. And I tell you what, Ewan Perce Jones wearing 11, he is an excitement machine as well. There's a debut in the offing for Sonny Greenman on the wing as well. Dr. Ian Gardner, he's been around the block nearly 10 years in BUCS Super Rugby. He's seen it all, but he's only ever seen one victory here at Kingsholm. A narrow loss last year, but he's got so much experience. The likes of Gethin Cannon, player of the match in the Cardiff clash earlier this season. Harry Silman, one of the outstanding props, and the back row of Mike Hansen, Kerry Davis and Will Owen, the former of which is one of the 3 Dutch internationals. Maxine van Hilt and the Cas Meyer, men's to watch. So it's a Huda Avon to our Dutch fans tuning in from on the continent. And here come the Archers. Well, Casey Williams knows a big performance is needed from him and his young charges to change the record for what to this point has not been a championship defending season. 2 weeks off, all they've spoken about is intent in everything they do. 81 minutes of effort, the grand stage, Kingsholm under the lights. This is why we live for Wednesdays. Well, a touch out of breath, Dan Murphy has made it up to the gantry.
Hello.
All that hype, and that's all you give me. That's all you give me. What a big job it is for Hartpury tonight. It's their big occasion, it's their home crowd, but they need a win here tonight. You've been in this position before, where you're coming off the back of a championship after the work of another coach, and really big stages like this can be where the tides turn.
Cardiff Met,
yeah,
captain.
Definitely. I remember the first year we did this 3-4 years ago now.
Stay behind.
And we unfortunately lost that game, but that was the start of a rebuilding process for the programme, and it was a great experience, and it gave the whole team, the whole university, something to get behind that year, and this was the start of it.
Well, we're off and underway, and the start of it is one that Matt Jones is going to want to forget in an instant. A sliced kick-off and an immediate advantage handed to Cardiff Met here.
Come on, guys, let's go, come.
Mention the callow nature of the Hartpury front row in George Alexander and Harry Wright.
Yep.
Young but talented Harry Wright in that England under-20s EPS squad at the moment. Harry Silman, though, he's among the Scottish 20s in his 3rd year. Jack Morris impressing as a fresher, and Alex Wakefield selected largely for his scrumming capabilities. with Max Surrey laying in wait to bring a bit of dynamism and biff later on. Mayer gets his first touch on the ball. The returning captain, Gus Patterson, carries with purpose, and Met almost up to the 10. Geoff Cannon, who was taking names in red last time the cameras were on him for the Cardiff clash. And Will Owen thrashes his way forward. Mr. Dependable at number 8.
Got help.
A few dents being made. Mayer glances up, finds one of his big boys outside him, and it is muscular, committed defence from Dan Bartlett and co, but it's the first penalty of the evening, a tackle off the ball. Well, a decent touch found by Mayer, and the first 22 entry for the Archers. And Jack Morris. There's no Domenico Manasetava. He's returning from a concussion sustained against Swansea. He'd be eligible tonight, but maybe a little too soon. And Morris has been performing, though. He just misses the ball that's flipped up by Mike Hansen. We've waited a long time for Hansen to get fit. A bit of ring rust for the Dutch back rower, and Hartpury clear the decks.
The boys will be quite happy about that. It's going to be a very much set-piece game, and having that confidence that Cardiff's line-out's got a creak already, so it'll give us a little bit of confidence.
Well, there are the travelling ultras, small but mighty there, and right at home in the amphitheatre that is the Shed. Patterson, boom, there he goes! Meta flying, Persh Jones flies up, that was an important intervention, and now the turn of Isaac Moss. The impetus with Mayer going one-on-one with IPJ. Room out left. Oh, it's beautiful! Slip one more! Electrifying rugby from Cardiff Met under the floodlights of Kingsholm. And Isaac the Man Moss has a try for his Instagram highlight reel.
Fair play, they've used the short side there very well. They've got a dent through the midfield and then reloaded very well. Those guys are excited.
That's a lot of noise for not a lot of people. The Shed synonymous with decibels, and the Cardiff Met Ultras living up to its fabled acoustics.
Just start guys with them.
With a fast start from Cardiff Met rewarded. BUCS Mayer doesn't blink when adding the extras, and Cardiff Met lead by 7.
This is them using the short side, and it's Isaac Marsh, an old Hartpury player for us. He spent 3 years at Hartpury and then went over to Cardiff Met to finish his Masters.
Day something 300 and something of trying to become a professional rugby player, if you want to follow his progress.
Off your feet, hands on the floor.
Online. And well, from the kick-off, Hartpury have got exactly the result they would have wanted.
Yeah, a bit of pressure from the restart. That's ideally what we'd have wanted off the first restart, but the skill set wasn't there. But now we've got an opportunity in the 22. Hopefully we see a nice little drive here.
Well, the ball sent into the night sky and the houses behind the Shed. Hartpury to within 5, late arrival, and then the hoist on Lewis Golding. One of those 5 freshers in the pack, and he's nestled in the nucleus as Casey Williams adds the propulsion and the control at the back.
5-0!
Just riding to a hole. Now Hartpury need to find the pain, and they do. Casey Williams, ever a man for the big moment, delivers a try to level up the battlefield.
It's great to see that patient in the maul. Cardiff held them out for that initial punch, but the ability to stay square, stay straight, and be patient to get Casey over the line. It's great.
If we keep going at this run rate, Murph, we're in for a lot of shouting and screaming and plenty of tries.
Everybody 30. What's your time?
Exactly what this event should have.
Here's Matt Jones, Queen's Academy product, still on the books there. Played for them against Oxford University in the quarters not so long ago, and after an inauspicious kick to start the match, he splits the uprights from the tee, and we're at sevens with 7 played.
Timing, Matt. Hold. Thank you.
Steepling kick-off. Mayer drops it on Golding. He catches it all alone. Bit of hesitancy, but the former Sarries ace man and Gloucester Academy captain
Always inside.
made it his.
No. Guys, please stay out of the centre. On the white man. Over.
Stolen by Hartpury. And then a bit of footwork from Jack Gilbert.
Tackle, release.
Likes of Harry Beddle and Evan Minto. Still technically
Knock on the
available
tackle
for
for me.
selection, but entrenched in the Dragons right now.
That was alright. In the air. No. Nothing silly, just walk away.
Well, in this break in play,
Knocked on the tackle.
I don't know if Dan Murphy's going to be able to speak in a moment, because we've just heard some news through our ears, and his jaw isn't on the floor, it's actually on the pitch. Cardiff have just beaten Exeter in Exeter. So for the first time, the BUCS Challenge Shield changes hands and will no longer live at Topsham, but down at Clanrumney. What a blockbuster result that is.
That's a hell of a result, and it's great to add that extra bit of spice to league games throughout the year, and Cardiff have gone down to Exeter and done a job. That's great.
Matt Jones, Corbin Smith,
All inside.
Ian Perce-Jones,
Mark your
dribbles
boys.
a tricky kick for Jack Walsh to keep an eye on, and the bounce is kind to him in the end. Should apologise to the Marsh family as well. I think I called their son Isaac Moss there during the try. Just come to my senses on that one.
Inside.
And
Always inside, Macri, yep.
clearance, a very, very good one.
Bit of quick thinking from Vickers there,
Right.
taking the goal line drop out just 5 metres and then exiting real well.
Numbers!
50 points to 33 that score was. A half century notched up at Topsham. Remember, Exeter nearly beat Durham 50 points to 0 at Sandy Park the other day. It is the league where anyone can beat anyone.
Both guys onside, stay.
Spencer Huntley drops it on Jack Marsh, former London Irish Academy man. Had some injury woes to deal with when first arriving at university. He's got some big red jerseyed woes to deal with here on the 10, but he does battle his way down to the deck. Good carry from Harry Silman. Big season last year for Silman, and he's backing it up with some mighty performances this campaign too.
Great work, Macri.
Lewis Golding was straying offside, but it is play on, and
Ball
Walsh
back off
competes
net.
with
Still
Corbin
back.
Smith. Big height differential.
First
Walsh
man
tall
turned
and
over.
rangy. Smith low slung
And he's first
and
man off feet
elusive.
again. 2 turnovers, both players on their feet.
Well, how do you keep track of who's got the ball at the moment? Mayer to Marsh, bouncing around in the midfield, and
No
bit of a
effect.
bump in the tackle. It's fast and loose, isn't it?
The breakdowns heavily contested both sides of the ball. They're both Dan
Hold
Bartlett, Spencer Huntley down here
Good
was
advantage.
contesting turnover. It's high tempo stuff.
Well, Silman
No,
is
Dylan,
dispossessed
guys.
by his opposite loose head, George
Good
Alexander.
advantage over, guys.
Typical of the man, big work rate from the loose head, and that is a carry of real venom. Cracking contest, and it's opening up down left. Smart hands. Oh, Smith had 2 to pass
Here we
to,
come.
and he chose the touchline.
That's tough. We created so much space there. Matt Jones giving the ball to Carl Harris around the corner, him squaring up. That's just a bit of lack of communication there, I think.
Guys, both sides, can we speed up the lineouts? Let's go.
Plenty of movement, fair bit of
Over.
subterfuge as well in that
Fine,
line
don't
out
change,
lift,
mate.
but Met claim it cleanly, and Morris latches on.
Side entry.
Side entry coming,
Change your
and
mind up the
that's
side.
a handy little
Number 6.
penalty for Met there.
Hey.
There was no real need.
Guys,
either.
he's out the way,
ball
we're gonna
was
play on.
contained.
It's a mark.
Just gives Met an easy out into our half.
Why are so many defensive maul penalties given away from coming in at the side? Surely it should be pretty black and white.
Open up.
The obvious answer is the guys are
Open
coming
up,
inside.
guys.
Well, yes, obviously, but players know the rules, and you
Let's
never
go,
get away
guys.
with it. So why does it happen so frequently?
Yeah, I think mauls are a massive part of the game, and them snaking their way, you want to try and stay square and keep teams square in there. But slipping up the side happens quite a lot as mauls move around.
Oh, fine, guys. He's passed the
Patterson
ball. You
just
can do
popped
that.
a pretty unwanted ball into Mike Hansen. He did incredibly well to hold on. Marsh gets slotted after being
That's
held
legal.
low by the arms of Ty Davis.
Off feet. Number 1.
Met go off their feet. Harry Silman the culprit.
Number 1. Off feet.
And
Good counter rock
it's
by
a real war
Hartpury.
zone or battle zone between these 22s at the moment.
Both teams are going heavy at the breakdown, as you mentioned before. Hartpury there, I think it was Jack Gilbert on a counter-up, forcing the Cardiff Met error.
On the edge, guys.
Little trick
Go
play
back.
at the front, slips through the digits.
Hold, guys, hold.
Harry Wright goes in at first receiver, gets whacked for his troubles. Matt Jones wants to release Ewan Purse-Jones. If you want to know more about this guy, just get on the internet and look up his try for Wales Sevens on debut in Singapore. Remarkable footwork. But another
Seven
penalty,
side entry on the Jackal threat.
another side entry on the Jackal threat.
7.
And Big Vikas has probably got his eye set on the Hartpury 22. Pretty handy weapon to have wearing 10, isn't it, Murph?
Yeah, definitely. And you talk about discipline, and that's exactly why you give away a penalty in the opposition half, and you're back defending them all in your own 22.
How many?
But particularly with Vikas Mayer, did you used to talk about that when you played Met, that because of the size of his boot, he'd punish you so badly?
Yeah, we always knew playing in Wales and against Welsh teams, the breakdown was going to be a battle, and we had to be nice and clean there. But then, yeah, that added note of
Release, though.
the punishment that you get put under for giving away a penalty with a kick like that.
Good low shot
Missed the ball.
taking away the legs. And I tell you what, Spencer Huntley is really having to burrow for ball at the moment. Just sifting through the limbs.
9 youth, please. Counter's fine, guys. Ball was out.
Been likened to me. Oh, that is a clumsy challenge on Marsh, and it is an instant yellow card. But it may take a bit of time for Lewis to see it.
Why are you shouting at me? I made the decision. The decision's made. Go away. Go away. You're captain. That's not a good enough example. I've made the decision. It's a yellow card. Thank you.
Well, Gus Patterson inquiring as to whether that might be worth more. That is Hayden Lewis,
Time's off.
by the way, who he's been on the bench for the championship side the last few weeks, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's what we are at Hartpury. Guys playing on a Sunday, a Saturday, and a Wednesday. You get better by playing, and you get to play in events like this, playing in the champ, testing yourself there, so you can go and perform on a Wednesday.
No. For me, he's not competing. He's landed on his back. It's reckless. Yellow card. Doesn't meet the red whole threshold for me. All right. No, yeah. I want to work with you. Just get it. I get it. And I can't hear in this here either. So, physios, are you happy with these? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Everyone dusted down, explanations given out, and play on. Whilst
on the line, Matthew, please.
Look for the next 10 minutes.
On the line, please, Hartpury, on the
14
line.
players. Let's take a look at it here.
A little bit off.
Murph, what do you reckon of
Thanks,
this?
boys.
More pressure at the breakdown again.
No knock on, I'm play on there. Still play on.
Clumsy.
I think it's clumsy. I don't think there's intent there. They're both looking for the ball.
Well, it's a great outcome, isn't it, for Huntley? No, it's not. It's out on the full. Both Spencer Huntley and I getting disorientated.
That's a shame. His kicking's been on point up until now.
So, I'm led to believe you saw him at a tournament in Amsterdam. What is this fated tournament where also BUCS sounds like he was at?
Yeah, there was a tournament in Amsterdam, the Corendon Cup. There was USA, Canada, Netherlands and Belgium.
What a move! Oh! Nobody saw it coming! Not us, not Hartpury, but Jack Walsh knew exactly where to be. Right place, right time, steaming onto the ball from Maxime Van
He's
Hills.
sticking that air because this year's just when
Very smart there from Cardiff Met. Winger's just been in the bin, and that's where that winger would have been defensively, so they've worked that very well.
Just a metre left of this one.
Well, that is a terrifically worked move. Yes, the winger's not there, but it's tight channels, and the passing and the running had to be bang on the money in terms of timing for that to work. Oh, that's as good as it gets to watch from in line.
It's got some mustard on that.
Zero intimidation felt by BUCS Mayer.
Timing, guys, timing!
As this side of the stand tried to make as big a din as possible to put him off.
Knocked on.
Knocked on by Gethin Cannon. Uncharacteristic.
No, you didn't pick it up, guys.
Of the fourth year. And once again, from a kick-off, Cardiff Met cough up an opportunity for Hartpury to respond. even though we talk about
Guys,
it,
the last scrum, we need more
every
height.
game.
The ball got played away. Everyone needs
it's
to get higher
remarkable
and
how
bind higher.
frequently errors come from kickoffs when you just scored. Like, what is it?
Fora and I used to speak about this being the third set piece. Every time we rehearse, practice, everything we do at training is about scoring a try. And what happens after every time you score a try? You receive a restart. It's something that's it's a massively under-trained part of the game that comes out.
Huntley fizzes it away into the grip of Carl Harris, and then in a flash it's out to Corbin Smith, the USA 20 international. He was actually up with the senior side in Scotland only a couple of weeks ago, didn't get capped. Oh, it's from the resulting wreckage in the midfield. It is a penalty and a timely one for Met.
I think that was a bit tough there. The tackler rolled out into the open side and stopped the Hartpury cleaners there.
It's safe to say that the Ultras are enjoying their away day across the bridge so far this evening.
You could be on your line.
Yeah, you can see a few double parties.
I get it.
Hopefully, no double parking though.
You'd know about that, wouldn't you?
Onside.
Oh, no one at home, skittling through. Smith wise to it, and he thrives in open space. So too IPJ, but he gets swung almost to the touchline.
Guys, all off now. Ball's out. Yeah. Ball's out.
Well, Huntley gets himself into a right pickle, and Met men are beginning to swarm Hartpury. Smith puts a bit of air on it, and now the chance to see Jack Gilbert in a bit of room. Shrugs off the attention of the try scorer Walsh. Cannon can't crowbar it free. Whoa, the juggle. Almost undoing all the good, but Golding is showing himself to have sharp hands so far this evening. Just caught himself flat-footed as the ball died on his fingertips. And now red jerseys begin to pour forward, slipped up the back.
No advantage. Knock it on.
You can definitely see that Hartpury are not messing around in their own half at the moment, especially with the player down. It's one phase, have a crack, and then put that ball up in the air and get that kick chase going.
Back to Huntley. You're in Amsterdam. Competition. And let's rattle through this in case someone scores a try.
So I was there 3 years ago and watched the tournament. It was a 2-day event, and saw Spencer, who actually got player of the tournament, and went and spoke to his coach, went and spoke to his parents, and asked him what he was doing for university next year. And he said, well, I've still got 2 more years at school. He was 15 at the time, playing in an under-18 tournament representing his country. So we kept in touch, and we finally got him this year.
Guys, water off it.
And this is an international tournament that brings together what, schools from all over the world, or?
No, so it was an international competition. USA, Canada, the Netherlands were there, obviously, Belgium and Hong Kong. Under 18s, under 20s and under 21s,
I think I could take a weekend in Amsterdam for work reasons.
Crouch!
Yeah, we could.
Bind! Set!
Huntley demonstrates his service all the way out to Carl Harris, but he's isolated, and then there's a bit of chat back. Passions bubbling over.
Game values, number 10.
Again, that pressure at the breakdown from Cardiff. The cleaners around the breakdown need to get their socks going.
It's early in the season, but it's not a must win, because there's going to be opportunities later in the campaign to sort of right wrongs, but it feels like for the winner tonight, it's a turning point victory if they can get it. Hartpury can arrest this rotten run they've been on at the start of the campaign, and Cardiff Met can announce themselves as a serious top 4, top 2 contender and build upon it heading in to the Christmas fixture period. And they're looking to Malt with a fair bit of Met might. Well, they reform, they regather, and there's a fair bit of length.
Defended once.
One stop.
Next, 9 years.
Van Hilst to the captain Patterson. They're all in this 15-metre channel, bar the width being offered by one man on the edge, but they get themselves into a tangle and the crossing undoes them.
They all got a bit excited there, Cardiff Met. They all wanted the ball.
You just went through it. That didn't actually impact you. You guys kept going forward. Okay, thank you. 9.
Very, very open game, isn't it? Feels like there's a lot of opportunity out there.
Finish yourself, buddy. All right.
Yeah, it's all been created in that middle third, like we spoke earlier. Discipline at the breakdown, restart efficiency. It all gives you outcomes and opportunities in each other's 22s.
He's through the middle.
He's got a sense that we might see a worldie tonight. I'm calling it early.
Players out the ball.
But this is old school.
That's a tackle.
Entrenched in the Sheds DNA.
Jeff, keep the mark.
The driving Malt in Gloucester.
I think it was number 8.
A perfect pairing for many a decade in rugby terms down these ways.
Advantage. There's mark here.
And even though there was some advantage, we come back to the penalty.
Pulling a player out the maul. Pulling him out the maul.
Are you not allowed to pull a player out the maul?
Apparently not.
We got a number, fellas. I thought it was 8. Number 8, yeah, cheers, fellas. Well done. You disconnected, mate, then you pulled someone out, okay? Yeah, you unbounded yourself, and you re-entered and pulled someone out the maul. How many guys? 6.
A while since Hartpury have really been deep into the Cardiff Met 22. Line-out's going well for them, and
legal.
Sacked immediately, denies them the opportunity to gather mauling momentum.
It's not a bad tactic to take away the sting. That last penalty was from a maul, so it takes that weapon away.
Harris gets served up, then Bartlett has a go. Back to the right. Oh, deleted! Kyle Harris has just been rocked.
Good, it's fine.
Smith, sharp hands taking it to the line, and then Golding. Both sides so narrow at the moment. Very little width on offer. Jones seeks the second layer. Well, fair play to Kyle Harris, who's busted himself down, and he heads back into contact. Red jerseys queuing up out left. If they can generate some tempo, Jones stutters, dishes. Well, for all the carrying and all the energy, there's no meters made, and that is a shot from Mike Hansen.
Met's defence holding firm at the moment. Yeah, and there we go with the kick.
Jones picks out Marsh, who has 3 steps, goes in it, taps, goes, and Dylan Scott has got wheels, Dylan Scott has got feet, Dylan Scott has got support, and Kara Davis busted a lung to get there, but didn't have any teammates to help him out.
Fair play, quick thinking from Isaac Marsh. And this kid's got wheels.
Dylan Scott, you lot might remember him from an intercept try at the Arms Park. Scored 2 tries, in fact, in that remarkable comeback victory.
Let's go.
for the Archers when they got a red card. It was
Sorry, mate.
Kerrick
I'm not sure. I can check with my mate.
for a messy clear out that saw Cardiff player drop on his
Check how long's in the
head.
yellow card. Just ask Andrew.
And well, it served to inspire Cardiff Met, and it's one that Cardiff will look back upon and rue, because they could have been kings of the capital once more.
Yeah, it's fine there, penalty.
And instead it was Dylan Scott and
The old card can come back on now.
a whole host of heroic efforts from the 14 Archers out there. Speaking of numeracy, Hartpury are back to their full complement as Hayden Lewis returns to the field. I love the way that the Ultras are just sort of like moving.
It's like a wave following the line out.
They're like a school of fish. Gus Patterson picks the pocket of Hartpury as they look to cut some shapes moving left. Talk about that breakdown battle. Again, it is a bar brawl.
It's all about race to ruck here from both sides, and the referee's hot on entries as well, so getting through the gate, making sure the breakdown's nice and clean is key.
Just to say, no, sorry, you can't call a mark if he fumbles the ball. It's going to be a clean catch.
I didn't know that.
That's fine, thank
Don't
you.
ask me, but I'm a prop.
Time's off, fellas.
You're also the coach of a women's premiership side who won the championship the last 3 years.
Are you okay to play?
Not from calling marks in the backfield.
Whenever you're ready. Holding on, same penalties up there. Cardiff, you need to keep the gap. Please keep the gap.
I think you'd struggle to get a cigarette paper in that gap as it stands. And off the top, Hartpury go, forced to the tail. And then some nice footwork and a really good carry through the challenge of Kerrick Davis. Jones just lifts it tantalisingly into space. Hartpury cut it to ribbons with some precision passing.
That's a great try. Again, Matt Jones coming around the corner, overloading, working those edges with the backs. It's a great try.
So much to love about that score. As he said, taking it to the line, the delay on the ball, but then the arrival, the timing of everything.
Going to bring
here.
some water for the referee. After you get more decisions.
Great work from Corbin. He had a great kick from there 2 years ago in the pouring rain. I think Geraint Powell put a grubber kick through, and Corbin ended up scoring in that same corner.
Knowledge bomb dropped.
Well, I only remember it because Geraint Powell was the second row.
Matt Jones can't maximise the Corbin Smith effort, but you have to say for Hartpury, who've been down to 14 for the last 10 minutes, they've been pretty much exclusively in their own half.
I think
have come back and stung Met, and a 2-point game sounds good right now if you're wearing red.
That's a great take off the restart.
use 9.
Big line out Norse, I'm told. Lewis Golding, I think the combination of him and
All fine, guys. Still on 5.
Calm Richard
All good.
stuff.
No offside. All good.
Makes for a heady combo when it comes to
Guys, he's
particular
moving.
set
He's
piece.
moving. Hartpury. Hartpury, just leave the ruck there, boys. Leave the ball.
A lot of comms coming in from the referee. The Cass at full stretch does regather, and well, that's why it's handy to have a 10 that big. That's why it's handy to have a 9 who can cut holes, and then the Pistons
Look,
pumping.
Gordon.
Brilliant offload and just utter refusal to go down almost created the try.
Guys, good turnover, his first man, no advantage, back for the knock-on.
I love watching Harry Silman.
Knock on,
He's
scrum to
always
Hartpury,
looking
fellas.
for that offload
Jeff has the
when he
mark.
makes a bust.
You can see it pushing his arms through, handing off, looking for that offload, trying to get the ball away.
Yeah,
They've got Will Pearce and Max Surrey as well, who are both bruising boys, but they can play a little bit. And if you look at some of the last few games as well, or certainly a pattern that seems to be developing with Cardiff Met, is when those guys come on, they'll come on early as well. They're not just in for the last 20-25. It's a sort of half and half combo, looking to use all the gifts of those 4 props at their disposal.
Right.
Trying to figure out who our injured party is. I think it may be Ollie Smith.
I will play better.
And it'll be so sad to see Smith
Making a
go
sub,
off.
guys,
Just
I
his
think, making
third
a
game
sub.
back. He did his ankle in the quarter-final last season against Bath, the quarter-final. And then his knee in his comeback game against Loughborough in pre-season. So real sadness to see Ollie Smith go off clutching his shoulder. And instead, we get all 6'10" of Alfie Blackett.
If I bet your height, just keep both our elbows up this side, please.
Another in Scotland under 20s contention.
Bind!
With eyes on the Six Nations and the World Rugby Championships, which are taking place in Georgia next summer.
On the angle and across.
An expanded tournament to 16 teams.
Hips
A
out
lot of rugby, a
and
lot of age
across.
group rugby to
Number
enjoy
one.
next summer. And just to big up our league, it's difficult to watch a nation and not find an under-20 international who's representing a university in Super Rugby.
How many, bud?
It's a great breeding ground for those aspiring international players, and it's great to see them kick on from 20s internationals to full internationals.
Tail gunner, the target, and right in a flash, it's in the midfield. Beautiful inside ball. Lovely bit of disguise play to bring Harry Wright in. Oh yes, out the back door. And
I
then
think that's cynical,
Blackett in the tackle is going to get his marching orders. He's barely been on the field a minute.
Cynical and overlap, that's not in the tackle for me.
Well,
his arm is
6
outstretched, that's not a
10 of
natural position. It
tentacles.
stops an overlap opportunity.
gets Alfie in some yellow peril late in the first half.
It's a shame. It would have been great to see that that strike move unfold.
Come on, 6 man.
To the front they go. Good shunt initially from Met, but Hartpury have settled. And now they're shifting through the gears and there's a real sense of inevitability. A cheeky drive at the end. The big red machine will not be stopped.
Go away.
Again there with the patience in the maul. Great punch to start with. Cardiff Met squared it off very well, but that patience to regenerate and go again, and then the backs coming in to try and nick the try at the end off Casey, and I'm sure he wouldn't have let him take it.
Captain Casey at the double.
Fine. Like 2.5. Like 2.5.
All of Hartpury's tries have come from us moving the ball, getting the ball through Matt's hands. Spencer, quick delivery from the base. They're not really getting anywhere with the physical game. Met's defence is standing strong, so I think keeping the ball moving is key for Hartpury for the rest of this half.
Oh, it's a beautiful strike. Slid inside the left upright. And just like that, Hartpury capture the lead for the very first time in the match. He spoke of patience. They built it slowly and deliberately. And Casey almost loses his modesty at one point here. Oh!
Yeah, look, the backs are trying to come in and take it off of him. He's not having any of it. He's going over.
Oh, that is some claim from Golding. He's been precise, brave.
Use.
And he's never taken his eye off a kickoff so far.
Tackle!
George Alexander driving for his life.
No, leave it now, stop. Use.
He may have wished for a bit more distance. Walsh puts a big name on it. Feels like a long time ago that he was slipping down that right edge.
Onside.
Mayer seeking Scott. Scott claiming. Thoughts better of the offload. It was a good tackle. Silman again piercing the red wall. Marsh, just one little show and still he's not down. Takes a big right shoulder from Ty Davis. Understudy to Wilf McCarthy for the last couple of seasons. What a player to be understudy to and learning from. Corbin Smith sinks his teeth into Dylan Scott.
Again, Cardiff are utilising that short side quite a lot.
Potts into space. Van Hilst on the wraparound. Van Hilst to snatch back.
Try.
In the dying embers of the first half.
Half time.
Goodness me, what a first 40 minutes. It's been billed as the Battle of the Bridge. And both sides
half time.
Landing lusty blows to one another. Try after try.
Half time, yeah.
And BUCS Mayer with the opportunity to take the lead into the half-time huddles.
I didn't hear you.
That's tough to see just after scoring straight away. The minutes before half-time, you want to go in with momentum, and that momentum's huge, that shift. Hartpury worked so hard for that try just before, and that one was quite a simple one from Cardiff there.
BUCS kisses the upright and it doesn't slip through. And well, a helter-skelter first half comes to the close that it deserved, really. Both sides landing blows and bloody noses on one another, but neither with the knockout punch just yet. We got an exciting second 40 to come. 3 tries apiece, 19 points apiece. Not a point between them. Half-time here at Kingsholm. Hartpury 19, Cardiff Met 19.
Yeah, time on. Time on now.
Right, let's take a look at some of these tries in the first half. Plenty to enjoy. What do you make of that first half then, Murph?
Yeah, it's like we're seeing here, Met are using that short side quite a bit, and the hold-fold decisions of Hartpury need to be challenged. But from a Hartpury point of view, when we move the ball, like I said, Spencer's tempo at the line out, tempo at the breakdown, and Matt Jones flowing around the corner, when we creating opportunities with the backs, that's when we're building pressure, and the line-out's functioning very well. It's great to see the exit line-outs. Casey's hitting the tail beautifully, and then when we get to a maul here, the patience to stay in it and get over the line's class.
Well, one thing that we're seeing in this game is the variety in ways to unpick a defence. That was smart. It was well executed, but to have in their mind that Hartpury were a winger down at that point, a winger who returned here to haunt them.
Yeah, again, Matt Jones coming around the corner and adding numbers. Hayden working off his wing, getting Corbin in the corner. It's great to see.
The tide seemed to be turning Hartpury's way. That was lovely, wasn't it? And that yellow card, what's your feel on that?
Yeah, it's clumsy. It's like the first one. He's 6'10" and his arms are probably the same width span, and he's tried to get in the way.
As he said, the maul very much the genesis of all things good in red this evening. And Casey Williams, I mean, he was your captain last year, and here he is stepping up in a pack that's got 5 freshers in.
Yeah, it's great work there. The front end staying very strong, giving Casey a platform to go through. And yeah, we get a bit of extra there with his rolling his t-shirt down. It's great to see.
Give the people what they want. Let's drive the engagement. Well, it all seemed to be deteriorating slightly for Cardiff Met, who are in reverse. But Maxime Van Hils, maybe we haven't given him enough airtime because he's constantly offering a bit of danger around the fringes. Just the delay on that pop. And then the finish. The Dutch duo, Van Hilst Hansen, too hot to handle for Hartpury, and that's why we're 19 all at the break. Right, D-Rog is in the studio. What do you got for us, mate?
Well, Burnsy, we are going to take a look at the road to BUCS Super Rugby, because we've got a thriller here, but there is going to be a new team next year who is going to earn the right to play at the elite level. So it is going to be the winner of the playoff between the Prem North and the Prem South. So we are going to continue to bring you the updated tables and the standings of who is leading the race to join the likes of Hartpury and Cardiff Met. So we're going to take a look now at some of the results and the tables and who are the big movers and shakers elsewhere in BUCS Super Rugby. So Brunel, we could see there with another absolutely huge victory. They are potentially the favourites. We've seen their women do brilliantly. So Brunel victors over Cardiff Met 2s. Exeter 3s beating Hartpury 3s. We go through Edinburgh. Oh, how good would it be to have a Scottish team in men's BUCS Super Rugby as well as women's BUCS Super Rugby. Bit of a blow for Newcastle. They've reached the playoff the last couple of years. Defeat to Swansea means they haven't had the opportunity, and they fell to Loughborough 2s. And look at that, Nottingham Trent. They were in the very first iteration of BUCS Super Rugby. They're still doing it in the lower division. They put 60 on Leeds University. So that is Premier South and Premier North. And we've got some league tables for you as well. Remember, it is the top of the table in Premier South and the top of the table in Premier North. The winner of that playoff now will go straight through. So at the moment, Edinburgh, top of Premier North. We can see Northumbria, they've fallen off. Trent, they've fallen off. So at the moment, at least, it is Edinburgh and Newcastle who are fighting it out. Bristol and Brunel. The last couple of years, it has been Brunel and Newcastle, but Bristol and Edinburgh currently top of the shop. How much would you love to see any of those teams in this elite league? And they are just winning the league and winning one playoff away. The bottom team of BUCS Super Rugby will will be disappearing. It'll be terribly sad to see them go, and hopefully they'll earn the right to be back here again. But we haven't seen it yet. No relegated team has got back to the top level. It's all to play for. Another incredibly exciting season. So while we wait for Hartpury and Cardiff Met to come back out of the tunnel, the game locked at 19 each, let's take a look at some of the best bits from the BSR season so far.
Welcome everybody to BUCS Super Rugby. That's right, the best leagues in the land are back. We are back for our 10th season. 2016, what was happening back then? Donald Trump, first time he got elected president. Stranger Things was first aired. Taylor Swift and Calvin Harris were dating. Well, not everything stands the test of time, but one thing that does is this very league here. This is what it's all about, BUCS Super Rugby, where the best university leagues in the land battle it out for cup glory. Is there enough dead ball, Aaron? You betcha! Go storming on, dragging red jersey. Dab through once again. Perfection.
Smart little nudge to keep the foot race going. A little snipe, they're over the line, it is grounded by Grace White. This time, interception, here we go! Dylan Scott onto the poles, and Cardiff Met are going to be in touch as the whistle goes.
Wednesday nights, where else would you be? BUCS Super Rugby with us on the live stream or here in person, the best league in the land. See you next time.
I was in the darkness, heartless, left for dead, long forgotten. Something was pushing me, pulling me straight down to the bottom. Then I came alive, I walked through the fire, my mind turned the embers to red. Got caught in the deep, but I calmed the seas, and I'll never be the same. Only thing that I can say is second guess it, fight till my last breath, 'cause I was born to be a legend. I was born to be a legend. 'Cause I was born to be a legend. When you've been to hell and back, you're swearing that you'll never take what you got for granted. Rising from the rubble, struggle, I'm gonna be the last one standing. It runs through my blood, I've just begun to see I'm the one, I'm the chosen. The power inside is starting to rise, I know I was made for this moment. Only thing that I can say is I was meant for this, and I'll never second guess it. Fight till my last breath, 'cause I was born to be a legend. I was born to be a legend. 'Cause I was born to be a legend. Legends are born when the battle is raging, the blood in the fight, sacrifice that is made, and the reason we never stop till we make history. Oh, oh, oh. I put it all on the line and I made it, reminded of why when I look in your eyes. I wish I could stay, but I'm destined for so much more, 'cause I was born to be a legend. Oh, born to be a legend.
Hartpury versus Cardiff Met. The battle of the bridge, and not an inch given so far. Both sides trading blows under the lights of one of the West Country's most iconic stadiums, Kingsholm, our stage, for the second and final act of this men's contest. Maxime van Hilst with the late try to level the agenda. And another Dutchman, BUCS Meyer, to kick us off for the second and decisive 40. Well, lost forward, no, side by side. Casey Williams, a two try scoring hooker from the first half. Carries on up. Matt Jones swings his laces and picks out his opposite number. Drilled through the centre of the field, an effort to split Smith and Jones. Smith so comfortable with green grass in front of him, and it's a tidy clearance. Gethin Cannon dominates the middle of the line. Sense that Cardiff Met had the edge physically in that first half. Oh, Spencer Huntley rips that ball, and then there's a shuddering shot from the cover coming across. Whiplashing hit.
Great strength in the tackle.
And then Hartpury, that's a cute little kick, a troublesome one from Ty. And that is a good net result for Hartpury.
It crossed this side of the line as well. It crossed this side of the line. Sorry, buddy, very close. It crossed before, it's very close. Guys, it's taken back, taken back. Ball crossed outside the 22.
Well, that is a bit of a calamitous line out there, and you know, a small part of that could be attributed to, well, Ollie Smith going off, main line out forward for Met, and then Alfie Blackett, his replacement. Cannon's got a lot of experience, but they're down numbers and options in that line out, aren't they?
Yeah, a few changes, and obviously player still in the bin adds to that.
Behind, guys,
another opportunity for Hartpury here.
The line.
The big battering ram steps aside, and a rangier but no less strong option advances forward. Another shuddering shot. Alex Wakefield launching his body at it. Oh, the precious cargo left behind by Jack Gilbert.
Guys, let go. It's a knock-on advantage.
A Welshman who's represented them at 19s level.
Over.
This match will feel just that little bit more personal to him. Smith and Jones. Lewis. Oh, big shot coming in to the delight of the Ultras, stacked over there in the shed. Only one way that was going, forward and into other bodies. Lovely late hands, oh, picked up by Scott. Corbin Smith had to wrap him up. Ewan Purse-Jones tears himself into it too. Real desperate stuff from the winger and fullback.
Ball zone 9, you pushed into there.
Scott's got more than a nose for an intercept. Meyer goes out the back, straightening comes from Toby Clinch. Marsh.
No, leave!
Silman. Mayer. Oh, if he could have flipped that to Will Owen, the 8 would have been away. Van Hilst again, just threatening that line. There is a De Pontiness to him, the way that he bounces around, isn't there? Like a comfort in sort of taking and retreating, and he doesn't look flustered even when the line's advancing upon him.
Hartpury, we've obviously spoke about that at half-time, about closing down the 9, and he stays very composed, moves the ball when he needs to, waiting for someone to make a decision in D.
Oh, it's huge physicality everywhere you look. Golding again, he's had a fine game. Off goes Van Hilst. Oh, caught by a lace. Injury to one of the Met men, so they'll play with 13 for the time being. It's Alex Wakefield.
Rock. Thanks, guys.
Marsh takes it first time from Van Hilst. Look at the Pistons pumping.
No.
And Van Hilst goes end over end. Didn't quite catch it how he wanted. No one at home for the Archers. Hartpury survive.
It's a good decision from Matt Jones there. Under a bit of pressure, clear the lines, reset.
Time off, guys.
A little less animated
Yellow cards back on, guys.
than they were. And the reason there's so many Marios and Luigis and 118s is because I think the theme is famous duos.
Yeah, I think so.
Time's off, guys. Might be a bad injury there.
What would our famous duo be?
We just go as ourselves, Murph.
Hey, that's fine. It's a battle, isn't it? It's a battle.
I don't know. Who was the bearded lady from The Greatest Showman's duo?
Yeah, perfect. Thanks, boys. Water off, guys! A little bit left, please, Hartpury. Look at it. Maka, move him a little bit. There we go, perfect. Time's on. We're good to go, fellas. Hold. Ball's out. Play. Oh, play on.
Messy set piece, but
never a tackle.
Met do emerge with it, and that's priority number 1 at the moment.
Okay, thank you.
That is bang on the money. Walsh just checked his run. He sort of felt he should have kept going and taken off. Big long run up, big right shoulder from Kerrith Davis. A lot of options here for Hartpury. Just an arm enough
for me
to stop their defensive line being penetrated. Harry Wright gets dumped back from whence he came. Ponderous from Spencer Huntley.
Goal gone back.
And Owen with the big shot and an enormous clear out.
It's a great contest. He didn't pick up the ball for me.
Owen imploring the referee for a penalty. Then Alexander gets going. We love the free nature of Super Rugby, but this one's as loose as a goose. Cam Murray rides his way up to the halfway line. Smith, sharp hands, even sharper from Gilbert. Well, I'll tell you what, Hayden Lewis looks a real box of tricks.
Yeah, he's got great feet on that edge.
Lots of love about George Alexander as well. The mountain of work the loose head is getting through. Smith growing into the game. Oh, yes! Hayden Lewis delves deeper into that box of tricks and pulls out a rabbit. Alexander, another carry for the loose head. Spencer Huntley, Matt Jones just accelerates through a half hole. Red jerseys queuing up.
Keep hold of the ball, keep hold of the ball.
Murray, oh, the temptation was too much to keep it in his grip. Too hot for Corbin to handle. But this game's coming to life.
Yeah. we spoke about it just before half-time about the physicality from Cardiff Met's defence, and Hartpury have obviously spoken about that and how they get over the game line and moving the ball is definitely something they've come out to do in the second half.
This is why we love Wednesdays,
1-9,
isn't it?
1-9.
You must miss it.
Yeah, it's class out here. It's, hearing everyone chanting, everyone singing, the physicality in the game, the tempo is brilliant.
Wrong side as well, so on a big fight on it. It's all right. Oh, they hit the ball, didn't they?
But some changes coming here. Spencer Huntley making way.
Replacement, same standards.
I understand
please,
it.
same standards.
There's a bit of competition
Height.
between Hartpury and Cardiff Met for his signature, as it were.
Fine.
But he's made way. Sam Morton-Smith back on. College product. He's got an excellent try against Nottingham. He's been the starting 9 for much of this season. So no drop in quality. I'll tell you what, if Van Hills could have got that to Cannon, Hartpury were narrow. They're still narrow. Met spot the room out wide right, and they do. Marsh rips a long looper. Maybe that could have gone through the hands. Walsh is going to try and make the most of it. Marsh works hard to get back on the ball. He's been prominent, the fullback. Clattering tackles. Look at the strength as well. Piggybacking the clearer from Met. And then Hansen. Upended. He's 110% flanker, Mike Hansen. Marsh flashing it through the hands once more. Met finding some space, but not enough for Big Jack Walsh.
Seems like both teams have come out to move the ball in the second half. Here comes the Cardiff Met wave as well behind the line out again.
1 and 2. Cheers, guys. Well done.
Migrating as one. All right, bit of boom from the bench. Leo Mullis played a bit of Welsh Premiership, the King's School Gloucester alumni. Off the top go Hartpury. And into the fray goes Dan Bartlett, the former Bridgend Raven. Oh, Corbin Smith hits the Jets. Flashes it right. Oh no, the feet dying. IPJ stoops low. There's some collateral damage in the midfield. And Cardiff Met circling the wagons. Matt Jones to the boot, to the skies, to glory for Hayden Lewis. Exquisite from the hosts.
That's brilliant. Even from Calm Richards far, the inside ball to Corbin Smith there. He's got electric feet. You give him half a gap and he's through it.
Remarkable rugby. Where do you start with that passage as a whole? I can't even remember where the initial play was from.
No, it was from the wave, from the Cardiff Met wave, the line out off the top again, seeing Casey Williams opening up the line out, using all options, which is class. Wide pass from Spence into Math, and then that reverse play with Corbin on the inside. It was brilliant.
It looks like the cost of it is going to be Carl Harris, though. He did himself a mischief in supporting. Matt Jones helps himself to another pair of points. First score of the second half, and it's a beauty.
There he is, Corbin, half a gap, looking for support. It's great, everyone there. Carl Harris keeping up with him. Oh, I think Carl's maybe he's hurt himself there. It's great vision from Matt Jones there to put boot to ball and get that crossfield.
Oh, and try concession is compounded by kick-off error.
spoke about momentum just before half-time, and Cardiff Met stealing that momentum just before the half, but the momentum's definitely swung this
Tempo, guys,
towards Hartpury in this first 10-12 minutes.
Important to point out for Hartpury as well, 6 missing through Premiership Cup, or Prem Cup commitments, I beg your pardon, against Bath on Friday night. The Knight brothers, Max and Will, they are exceptional. The young one that's coming through, wow, what a talent. Ollie Allport, Dan Gwynn, Keelan Freeman Price as well.
Okay, thank you, I'll referee it.
It's a whole host of real quality for Hartpury to call upon as we get to the business end of the season. And, you know, Cardiff Met came into this probably as favourites given the form. But Ian Gardner very eager to impress upon his team to be wary of the wounded animal. And Hartpury, the champions, have come out fighting, but they've given a gift. And Dylan Scott, deadly Dylan, supersonic Scott. The Predator pounces. And in the blink of an eye, the Ultras are back on their feet.
They've done it again. They've snatched away that momentum straight after Hartpury tries. Pressure out the back from the Cardiff Met 9, and yeah, makes I think it's time push that pass early.
You're a bit to the right, bud.
It's a great read.
Yeah. Not quite, there we go, perfect.
Cardiff Met victorious in the first battle of the bridge. It was a draw the next time they met. Hartpury pipped it by a pair of points last year. And in game 4, BUCS Mayer levels the score to tee us up for another classic encounter and surely a grandstand finish.
We've still got 25 minutes of this game to go.
Thank you, mate.
I've seen a lot of BUCS Super Rugby matches, Murph. I know a big finish when I see one from a way out.
You make sure you're behind the back foot, don't lean on them.
Do you see either of these sides tightening up now?
No, I hope we see more of what we saw in the first 10 minutes. Both teams opening up, using the short side, nines jumping and running round. It makes for an exciting game and hopefully some more tries.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Good, perfect.
Oh, that's nice. Cardiff Met caught at their own game. Williams slingshots it back into the hands of Murray. Now more big red men forward. Lewis Golding. Oh, Naquan Smith injected into the match. And the arms and the roars of the Archers go up on target on the Jackal. Oh, that's a huge intervention.
I'll get numbers if you get your mark. Who's captain?
Well, Casey Williams is coming off for the fresher James Fallon. Feels like a big call for the captain to be coming off with the scoreboard locked.
Jimmy Fallon's not a fresher. He's been in the programme a few years. He's been at college. He didn't feature much last year through injury, but he's been at the university a long time now, and he'll bring some energy and intensity.
Onside.
Dinked over the top by Sam Berry. Bounces not once but twice. and tumbles across the 10 of Hartpury.
It's okay. Hold. Cheers, guys.
Marsh claims it cleanly and gets swamped the second he hits terra firma. Super aggressive carry.
I'm all right, mate. Thank
Again,
you.
Cardiff using that short side
Thanks, buddy.
with to good effect.
All inside.
On an angle, up high. Oh, the
Timing's good.
timing of the hit
Timing.
from Leo Mullis. Buries his shoulder into the midriff. And then
Go,
Will
lead
Pearce,
six.
the Bristolian, working hard.
Mikey!
Good carry from Cam Murray.
You've pulled him off, buddy.
Just quietly goes about his business, your classic down and dirty 6. And now Morton Smith pins it on Marsh, who spills under the swirling night sky of Gloucester, gets a bit of a G up, as it were, from Jack Gilbert.
It's going to be a game of fine margins now. People putting high balls up, putting pressure on opposition. Backfields
wait,
need to stay nice and calm.
Same for you guys.
Breathless stuff. And
20, halfway there, bud.
a pause for thought, confirmation that we're halfway through
20.
this thrilling 40. The game hangs in the balance. Another brilliant bit of line-out work from Lewis Golding. He has just owned that set piece.
Just watch
And
that,
then Barty Hunt, local lad, another ace product. So many of the 23 out here in red had the Hartpury DNA on them from a young age. And
it's all gone back. He actually got to the ball before it hit the ground.
well, there you go, clear comms from Alan
Leave
Chantrachud.
it now, leave. No
And Hartpury
knock-off.
still have it with James Fallon, with Richard Stuff. Thomas Hill.
Watch your guys up, up.
Corbin Smith looks for a bit of width, hop and a skip. Still no way through. Big clean coming in. Those are the mini efforts
Guys, leave
that
it,
make
net, leave the ball.
the big moments.
Yeah, that's a great decision from Matt Jones there. Hartpury battering through Cardiff's defence, but it's standing strong, so put the ball in behind. Make Cardiff exit here.
Time's off, guys, substitutions.
Mason Ford and Freddie Ogden-Metherall, another in the England 20s EPS squad.
Line's the middle, buddy. Guys, line's the
Heading
middle.
on.
Useless fact for you, he used to be a jockey.
Line's the middle. Perfect.
Ogden-Metherall. It's a big horse.
19, stay. 19, stay.
He's been charged down by his own man there, I think. And Cardiff Met are in real hot water. Carried back
Great
across.
pressure.
What's that? Right, fine. You can do that. You can play the 9, but you can charge the ball down. When he kicks it, the ball's open. That's all. It's the mark. What we done there, second right on. Yes. Thank you, mate.
It's good to see Khan get up there and back into the game. He's a big part of the game. He's
I'll start here.
Met men then loses his feet just as he's about to hit warp speed.
It's great pressure from Met off that scrum and forced PJ on the inside. He thought he saw a space and it opened up.
Sam Gardner, hulking frame, coming on, and so too Sean Davis.
Right, fellas, here we go. Wait till it's stable, yeah.
Wales 20 international, came off the bench for them in the Six Nations this year when they beat England quite spectacularly at the back end of that campaign. Victory no one saw coming, but one that was, well, exhilarating. It was an unbelievable match. Few scrum shenanigans and
round the corner,
a penalty that will do very nicely for Cardiff Met.
You've got to go square on both sides.
Just relieves that pressure for Met, doesn't it?
How many? Come on. Talk to me,
Alfie
Jeff,
Blackett.
play on. Nothing clear. Cheers, mate.
Despite being at full length, misses out, but Cardiff Met regained possession.
Nice, down now. 8, 9, don't you want to start talking?
Swirling contact zone
Timing.
with James Fallon in amongst it, or just the nibble at the ball affords the opportunity for Ogden Metherall to own Sean Davis. And some afters after. Need an interjection from the man in the middle.
No, this is not my first BUCS game.
It was great pressure from Freddie there. Challenging the 9. Not giving him an armchair ride to put that ball into the opposition half.
Love that. Alan Chanchachud saying, it's not my first BUCS game to one of the boys. Done a lot of the big ones actually. He did the, the centrepiece of this season so far, that humdinger at the Rec. 9,000 in there were. Over 33,000 viewers on the live stream. And one of the great games between Exeter and Bath. Impact!
Ripped in the air.
Mike Hansen sent into orbit from an unbelievable Barty Hunt carry.
It's taken back.
Barty Hunt again. What can't this guy do?
Yeah, he's having a great impact, isn't he?
Slow down, Jack. Slow down,
Hartpury, discipline, stay on side.
Well, Barty Hunt, that is a carry that's going to be celebrated. Mike Hansen is tough as teak. Not many are going to sit the blind side down like that this season. The line-out has been supreme for Hartpury. And off goes Jack Gilbert. Still goes Jack Gilbert. A one-man band tearing through the Welsh defence. Smith searing into the line. IPJ lifted into the grip of Cam Murray, who finishes. Oh no!
I think we need a TMO for that, don't we?
Jeff, well done. 5, lines the middle, please. Stay there. I'll get numbers for you, I promise. How many, Matt? 4 man.
So much speed,
Hartpury is a little bit
precision.
more. Just a little bit
Cam
more.
Murray.
When we come.
What's your call on that, Murph?
That's going to be a tough one there. You need a slow-mo for that to be nailed.
9.
The momentum's definitely with Hartpury now, with 3 charge down kicks.
Momentum with Hartpury, but the game absolutely anyone's. Not a point between.
You're wrong in law. It's fine. You're wrong in law. Just trust me.
Gethin Cannon looking for a law clarification and promptly told that he's in the wrong. Alfie Blackett, why wouldn't you go to the Beach and Cliff product?
Stay there.
Met are under the cosh right now, aren't they? Here we go, Murph. You asked for the super slow-mo, and here it comes. Let's get the call.
Open up, please. Don't go in the middle.
That is an unbelievable call from the assistant.
Fair play.
Jack Gilbert.
He's had a great second
Has
half.
had a hell of a second half. Risky ball over the top. Cam Murray wants a bit of redemption on the right. And he blasts through the challenge of Sam Berry. Matt Jones on a string.
Back.
Too much bench from Hayden Lewis.
Then come off the ball, part of the tackle.
Shout out to Sam Morton-Smith. He's come off the bench and raised the tempo of this game. It's been class.
Thank you. This part of the tackle has to clearly come off before he jackals. Didn't do that.
How long can Hartpury go without scoring before this starts to scratch away in their mind and it starts to feed the belief in Cardiff Met?
It's definitely something's building, something's coming here, and it's almost a huge positive for Met if we don't score here.
Up a bit, Jeff. I think so. Yeah, it's quite far forward. A little bit that way.
We saw a couple of maul tries in the first half. Maybe we'll see another one. A little bit of patience around the maul.
Oh, not transferred cleanly.
The ball's at the back.
Jack Gilbert rather hopefully and desperately gestures to the referee that he thinks that went back. But it's messy and it's an opportunity spurned by Hartpury.
No. Hartpury, you've got to go square. You can't come around the corner. Crouch.
Sean Williams, he has been under real pressure since coming on. He wants to get a clean run of passes and kicks away. Instead he leaves it for his number 8, Will Owen. Max Surrey on and carrying.
Tackle. Timing. Oh yeah.
Again, pressure from Freddie Ogden-Methrow on this 9. It's constant. It's relentless.
How many? Sub.
Another replacement coming on for Hartpury, and a debut for Sonny Greenman, a Wales touch international. He's been playing a bit of ball with the Cindy Dogs on their new souped up 4G pitch. So he should feel right at home here at Kingsholm. The red wave of attack keep on coming, and the back row has grown. Carry upon carry for Hartpury. Cam Murray, Titanic. So too Jack Gilbert. But even he can't carry against the whistle of Alan Chantrachard, holding on the deck. And can Cardiff Met finally break free from their 22?
It's filling their sails, isn't it? The breakdown again. Pressure there. Was a great carry from Jack Gilbert, but his support play needed to get there. And wow, what an exit kick.
A monster.
Number 6.
From Mayer.
5 man.
A laboured lollop.
Hold the master, please.
To the line out. I mean, there are bodies. You know, there's players going down, receiving treatment.
They're making a sub.
All the benches are empty. There's players coming back on. Dan Bartlett.
You've made a sub, so time's
is being
off,
launched
and they
back
want to
on.
make a sub as well, which they're entitled to do. Play on, guys. Thank you. All good. There we go.
So Dan Bartlett is coming on for Cam Murray, who is limping in laboured fashion from the field. Cardiff Met into the Hartpury half for the first time. Tantalisingly there for Ewan Perce-Jones. Marsh, who got the try scoring going. Big charge down. Matt Jones collects. Mayer has the stretch to reel in his opposite 10. Cardiff Met bodies everywhere. Hartpury just need to pick the passes, not bounce into the bodies. An arrival at pace is ignored. Instead, it's Richards far. He's had some lovely touches this half. Bartlett, fresh from rising from the pine. Jones looks inside, finds a huge bustling carry from Mason Ford.
Release!
Mighty Mason to within 2. Naquan Smith repelled.
That short side's open.
Hands up advantage.
Penalty advantage for Hartpury.
Hands to the floor.
What's the call here?
Hands
With 5 minutes to go, I'd be questioning about a yellow card. That looks like a scoring opportunity. And the tee comes on. They're taking the sticks.
That clock's right, just over 4.5.
Goodness me, Mason Ford. I thought he might go all the way at one stage.
Yeah, I've got another. About
He's a powerhouse.
Of course he can.
All of that again came from another charge down kick. Matt Jones, fair play, must have jumped 3 foot in the air to get in front of that.
Clock's dead on, yeah. 10 seconds now.
And the man who charged down to create the opportunity feels his boots from the tee, and Hartpury have the lead. A lead of 3 with 3 minutes and a bit of change on the clock.
Now it's about the third set piece. Receive the restart.
Back.
Jack Walsh gets up. Jack Walsh claims that Cardiff Met are off. Gareth Davis drives into the 22. Short ball from Surrey to Pearce. Fresh faces. Vikas Mayer from depth. No way through for the Dutchman. Pick and go. One scoop into the grip of Davis. Barty Hunt is down. Hartpury defending with 14. Davis takes play back towards the injured Hartpury player. Still we play.
Play away from the injury.
Shorter ball.
Okay.
And Hartpury hands it desperately, trying to get on. A late arrival and almost Mullis is through.
No.
The game, the outcome, the bragging rights of the bridge lie within this passage. Pick and go, the order of the day. The Welshman backs to the wall, all half. Drive to the paint. They drive to the glory. And the battle of the bridge and the bragging rights may just belong to the Archers.
Time's off.
Ecstasy for the Ultras.
About 2 minutes 15.
That's a killer there, especially with the momentum going Hartpury's way for the last 15, 18 minutes. So much pressure in Met's 22, kick pressure, constant line-outs, mauls, defending, and then one shot in the 22 and they come out very clinical.
2.5 minutes to go. You've got to think about a player of the match, by the way.
Thanks.
You've got to think about a player of the match. We're not going to get it from you until the deed is done. And the reason that BUCS isn't kicking is because there's some serious attention to a Hartpury player in the 22. What a fine sight. That's our spot this evening, right in the heart of rugby land. This town of Gloucester lives and breathes the game. And, well, it's lit up perfectly for us tonight.
It's a beautiful view, especially under lights. It was always a great event here under lights. It's class to see the fans here as well.
Yeah, just talking about the league as a whole, I mean, this is another marquee fixture. This is one that I know that Hartpury are really keen to build upon year on year. We've seen what Bath have done with the anniversary game at the Rep. We've seen Exeter with their varsities at Sandy Park. It's in the powers of every uni to drive these big showcase pieces, isn't it? I mean, how good would it be to see a Kingsholm packed to the rafters in years to come?
It'll be class to see, and today hasn't just been about the men's Super Rugby game. We had our women's BUCS Super Rugby game before, and our ace under-18s played Oaklands today, and both victorious in their game. So it's been a whole day of rugby at Kingsholm, and it's been class.
Because after the try was scored, they had some time in the defense. That's just funny. I'm just going to wait until he's off. I think that's just... That's not very nice.
I mean, they just got momentum, didn't they? They got the wind in their sails.
Come on.
That carry, that was the one that broke it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it came a little bit before the nine scooted again. Our ruck defence wasn't set in, and they broke through. But now the pick and go. Matt Jones is calling for defenders to come round. He doesn't want to be there making that tackle. We need forwards on forwards there.
Kerith Davis, that was
okay.
The villain momentarily in the Cardiff clash.
2.5 minutes to play.
Another major stadium, another night under the lights, another night streamed to the thousands through BUCS Super Rugby's channels. But tonight he may yet be the hero. BUCS for a conversion to take the lead out beyond a drop goal or a penalty. Never in doubt. In the dying embers of the inferno of the Hartpury Cardiff Met rivalry.
Start onside you.
That has burned at one of its most intense this evening.
The game that keeps on giving.
The Flames fanned once more.
Mate, 100%.
And a line out for Hartpury
On the 22.
to launch one last shot at glory on their big day at Kingsholm. Oh, an arm almost comes across from Alfie Blackett, and Kingsholm roars. It wills
In the middle, isn't he, Jeff?
the Hartpury pack forward, who are embroiled by Cardiff Met. Well, tentacles infiltrating the Hartpury Mall. One big boom up from Carl Harris. And Met a match to the challenge. Oh! Sparks flying again as Mason Ford brings the power game. Oh.
Again, another penalty at the breakdown. One last opportunity.
Tackler rolling.
A try will do it. The conversion would be immaterial.
On the line, Matt, on the line.
Matt Jones pins Cardiff Met back.
Clear comms, please, mate, here, thank you as always.
Positions his pack.
Yes.
And they go to the tail ambitiously, brought to ground, a runaway! Red freight train is stopped in its tracks.
Ball's available.
Mason Ford, the battering ram once more.
Oh, it's just got to go wide. PJ's open.
Hartpury have done it!
Tom Hill with a pick and go.
The bridge is over. The battle is won. And the replacement loosehead, Tom King of the Hill.
He's got a good story about Hartpury Hill, Tom Hill.
Heroics from Hartpury at the death. The champion season back on track. And yet another all-time classic on a Wednesday night. BUCS Super Rugby, the kings of midweek rugby. Hartpury, the bragging rights of the bridge.
It was a hell of a second half, wasn't it? The physicality of the first half, then both teams came out to move the ball in that second half, and I think probably 35 minutes of that half was played in Cardiff Met's 22, so it was inevitable that Hartpury would get the score.
One for the ages. That's why we live for Wednesdays. Kingsholm under the floodlights. 81 minutes of rugby. That's what Tim Stevenson demanded of his players coming in to this fight. And they've delivered right to the very last second. Full time here, Hartpury 36, Cardiff Met 33. Murph, your player of the match.
Well, it's a hell of a first half from Cardiff Met's 9 and 10 combo. But every time Matt Jones touched the ball in the first half, it created something for Hartpury to then capitalise on. And the way he controlled the game in that second half, pinned them back. He even got a charge down. And to put that last kick into the corner to give Hartpury the opportunity, Matt Jones is man of the match today.
Matt Jones, player of the match. Right, get your skates on. You're heading down to the studio, Murph, whilst we enjoy the highlights. And boy, and there's some highlights to this one. Cardiff Met with the scintillating start. There he is, Maxime Van Hilst. What a talent he is. And Isaac Marsh roaring in for the opening score. It was a game that ebbed and flowed in enthralling fashion. And Hartpury going to what they know and they know best. Into the maul, into the hands of their captain, Casey Williams, with the score. And a bit of invention that freed up Jack Walsh. Whilst Hayden Lewis was in the bin and Hartpury were missing a winger. Matt Jones linking with Lewis, releasing Corbin Smith. And at this stage, Hartpury were in the full swing of things. More tries were to come. The captain once more from real range. On the driving maul, 12 metres, methodically munched by the pack. And again the captain coming up trumps after a little help from his centres. That felt right at the death, and it felt like Hartpury were going to take a lead into the huddles. But once again, Van Hilst at the heart of everything good that Cardiff Met were doing. The delayed ball on that occasion, not enough to undo Hartpury. But the next, after this carry, broke them, and he had the wheels to finish. 19-all it was, as the sides headed in for the half-time oranges, and after a lot of huff and puff and no drop in physicality, it was some real quality that finally opened up Cardiff Met. Almost ripped apart on that phase. And with Met scrambling, Matt Jones went to the boot, put it on a dime, and Lewis was in for a crucial score. Then the opportunism, the predatory pace of Dylan Scott dragged Hartpury back into the match. This was a huge moment. An incredible call from the assistant to get that right after watching on slow-mo. Cam Murray denied. A penalty handed Hartpury the lead shortly after this. And then the Met men came back. 3 minutes of the half remaining. A mighty carry from Geth Cannon. One more dart. One final drive from Kerrith Davis, and it seemed that the spoils would be travelling over the 7. But Hartpury had other plans. The last play of the game. The final roll of the dice. And again, the more the genesis. But the big boys, led by Mason Ford. But the final finish, arriving in the thick, in the bevy of the bodies from Thomas Hill, snatched victory at the death, and that's why Hartpury are rejoicing with their fans, and that's why we're heading down pronto to hear from the winning coach, Tim Stevenson, who's with Murph and D-Rog.
Oh, Burnsy, get yourself down here because the atmosphere is buzzing. Tim, easy night's work, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. I think in fairness, that's a huge testament to the league. I think both sides gave everything. Some unbelievable rugby played by both teams. Both teams put everything on the line, and it just goes to show our boys stay in the fight. We don't tap out, and we've got the right side of it. Fair play.
Murph, you were up there watching it, casting your beady eye on proceedings. What did you make of it?
Yeah, there was definitely a tactical shift at half time. What were the key messages there?
It was just about we were getting lots of reward around our attacking breakdown when we got a really fast breakdown, opportunities to get to edge. But I just think it goes to show the full squad effort. The boys that came off the bench added huge value to the group, and that's what we're about this year. And I think a testament to a young nipper here. Like, these kids are 18 and they're putting in performances like that, and it's just really exciting where we can actually go with this group. But hey, what a start, and what hopefully a springboard now for the rest of the campaign.
What you didn't see, Matt, and what you didn't see, Murph. I was watching the game from here where our studio position is. This is just about where Cardiff Met scored, and you were watching the game from that dead ball zone. And I got no idea why, because you've just gone a couple of points behind, you've lost a player to injury, but you had a massive beaming smile on your face.
It's just a nervous twitch, I think. No, I think it's just the occasion. I mean, you see what it means to all the other students there, and that's special, you know, all mingling in, and it just shows the uni boys are right behind each other, and it is that one club ethos that we're trying to build, and it's just a great night a great night of university rugby, and couldn't be proud of the efforts of all the lads out there and other lads that have been in the squad who didn't quite make the 23.
Yes, a great day of fun here at Kingsholm. Look, congratulations. Let's hope it is that springboard, and let's bring in the player of the match. Murph, don't go anywhere. You don't get to. No, you keep that. And anyway, I'll get you to ask a question. Massive congratulations. When you got your acceptance to Hartpury and you knew you were going to continue your rugby journey here, you must have hoped that you'd be involved with nights like that tonight. Yes. How was it?
100%. Brilliant performance from the boys. Just that last 2 minutes just shows what we're all about. Like, we could have easily given up there, but literally the chat on the field there was just get the ball back and we are going to win. We are going to score, digging deep, and that's what happened at the end. But now, credit to the boys. Boys were absolutely brilliant. Not people on the field, people off the field as well, travelling reserves. We've had a tough couple of weeks with Exeter and Leeds Beckett, and just the chat was we need a win. We're desperate for a win, and that last 2 minutes, I'm lost for words.
Well, do you want some news from elsewhere in BUCS Super Rugby?
Yes.
Cardiff have put 50 on Exeter in Exeter tonight.
Serious?
Beating them 50-33, which is their first defeat of the season. That's blown everything wide open. So that'll probably make the celebrations tonight a bit more interesting.
Exactly, and that's one of the reasons I've come to Hartpury, because BUCS Super Rugby, anyone can beat anyone on their day. Like, if you have the players and the mentality for it, you can win, and that's so good about the sport. So yeah, really good, and can't wait for the rest of the season.
What about the character of your boys then? Because you fall a score behind, it's 19-19 at half time. It felt like you spent so much time in their 22, eventually came away with that 3 points to take the lead. Then you're under your poles with 2 minutes to go. I think it's just from experience. Khan, Casey, they've been there before, and I think bringing that experience in, like new guys, me and Spencer, we're 18 years old, fresh into the uni rugby, so they've been massive help to us, and obviously Steamo's brand new in, and yeah, just credit to Tim Stevens as well. Like, they just put so much work into us, putting so much belief into us in the week, and that's why we're so confident in the week. So yeah, and that's shown tonight. So yeah, but Casey, Khan, I think
the experience brought that out tonight and gave us confidence.
Look, huge congratulations, great performance. And before we let you go celebrate with the boys, you mentioned Casey there, massive part. I mean, he won BUCS Super Rugby, scored a try in the final, real experienced head. What do you think of his goatee?
Oh, brilliant. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
I don't believe you,
It is,
but
it's
I will
brilliant.
take that off you. I would say huge congratulations, well played tonight. The BUCS Super Rugby player of the match, Matt Jones. Why did you give it to him, Murph?
Every time he touched the ball in the first half, Hartpury looked dangerous. They tried battering the door down, and Cardiff Met's defence stood real strong. But every time he got his hands on the ball, he created something. And I know the tries were scored through the maul, but he gave us those opportunities.
Welsh 10s for Hartpury Uni. They do bits, don't they?
Yeah.
In fact, Keelan was knocking about tonight, probably seeing a Welsh 10 who can run the ball and thinking, what on earth is that? Look, great to have you on board. I know you've won this trophy and you've moved on now, but you're still so close to Hartpury and everything that the rugby is all about. Did you enjoy tonight, and do you miss it a little bit?
Yeah, it's an amazing day. I said to Burnsy upstairs that this has been a class event under the night sky. But we've had both of the women's programmes playing here today. Women's BUCS Super Rugby playing Cardiff Met. They had a great game. Our ace side played Oaklands today and also had a great game. So it's a whole establishment. Like, this is the finale of the day, but the whole day's been class. We've got staff upstairs all buying in to celebrate this, what Hartpury is, that rugby core, and it's class to see.
Well, that's about all they're buying, so I've heard it's a free bar. But Murph, it's been an absolute pleasure to see you. Thanks for your company, and thank you for your company wherever you've been watching around the world. This is the best league in the land for a reason. We're back in London, of all places, for Durham versus Cardiff in December. Looking forward to your company for that one. Until then, bye-bye.
Way you got me all in my head. Think I'd rather you in my bed. Whatever it is, you know I can take it. I'm counting the days, how many days till I can see you again. Counting the days, how many days till I can see you